it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here, and we are continuing Angel Season 5 as we're on episode number 2. And yeah, the direction of this season should be very interesting, especially with how we began things. Angel Investigations, of course, still trying to find their footing with this delightful company of Wolfram and Hart. Yeah, there has to be this acceptance, seemingly, that maybe a few battles might have to be lost in order to proceed with things, I guess, in this war. And Gunn making a very, very significant choice in order to have so much knowledge in the law in order to let a few criminals go away scot-free in order to proceed things, keep them happy. Because we had a bit of a bombshell, you could say, drop from that Fries guy. So yeah, and in order to keep certain people happy, they have to make a few choices that might not sit well with their gut. So, but if we're going to proceed with things, that's the way, sadly, things might have to be. So, it will be very interesting to see how much worse that can get during this season. But we had a few returns in the last episode, which I am so happy about. We had Harmony return, who is just delightful to watch. And we also had Spike return. Wouldn't have pegged him to return in any means necessary, especially with how his arc ended in episode 22 of season 7 of Buffy. I'm sure we're going to get an explanation to how he can appear all fleshy and whatnot in front of us. Well, not in front of me, obviously, but you get the gist. So I'm really excited, especially if he's going to be, of course, a regular occurrence for this season, and especially the dynamic between Angel and Spike. It's just, chef kiss. It's just going to be really, really incredible to see them two just at each other's throats, and yeah, it's not exactly going to help matters, considering, Angel Investigations and Wolfram and Hart isn't exactly, plain sailing for them two. For them all, should I say, but for them two to be at each other's throats, it's adding insult to injury. So I'm really looking forward for their dynamic for this season. So why don't we get things started with episode 2 of season 5 of Angel. Looking forward to checking this out. So with that said, let's go. The sacrifice. You didn't incorporate the I love you. Still impactful. Whoa! So is this just moments after he just, for him?
Well, yeah, who here isn't? Besides him and her and... What are you doing?
Ooh. Let's go! Oh! Oh no, Spike's the first.
Something I gave to Buffy before.
Buffy? Is she?
She's okay.
Oh.
Where is she?
Europe. Last I heard from her.
I want to see her.
Vacation.
Talk to her.
That's gonna be tough.
Ugh. That's just... Ugh. Ugh.
That must be in hell.
No, L.A., but a lot of people make that mistake.
Spike and Buffy.
Just because I got me a soul doesn't mean I'm gonna let myself be led around by...
Excuse me?
Did you just say...
His soul's the
Spike
key.
has a soul? You never said. Did seem worth mentioning.
Seems to be a lot of that.
I mean,
Well, maybe.
difference between vampires and vampires with a
Feeling
soul,
little
right?
Less special. Didn't like me crashing his exclusive club. I'm a vampire with a soul in the world. You're no more in control than I am. Except I'm not gonna bloody stand for it while you're just a blind Groxlar beast.
What?
Oh. Oh. I think he could come waltzing in here and... Phew. He can't do shit!
No, actually, the Groxlar clan respects someone who takes a strong opening position. Wolfram and Hart didn't just jack me up here with the human laws, also demon laws from every dimension.
Probably shouldn't
Know
brief
your
you about
enemy.
the Groxlar, but
We got a little sidetracked. Plus, I've been
Look,
with the man
tensions
all the
are
time,
high
since
at the
staff
minute,
overall.
so you can't
I've
blame
had 40
Angel for the
employees in the
adrenaline
past 2
rush.
days.
How's that go?
You don't have to take that from a mate.
Stay out of this, Spike. You don't work here.
Damn right I don't. Look at you. This is what you do now? Delegate the dirty work to spineless low-level flunkies? No offense. The mighty hero, reduced to a bloody bureaucrat. If a certain Slayer could see you now.
Get out of here, Spike.
Old Buckets here was right. You guys are doing a bang-up job.
Harmony, give me Novak's contact list, close relations, next to kin. Let's be discreet about this for the time being, okay?
Discreet?
I'm guessing
Oh, you mean, like, not
conversations
tell
did
anyone
not
about fucking a
go
lawyer.
too well. What the oh my god, okay, that's not haunting.
This isn't for him.
Yeah, that's not a chill going down my spine whatsoever.
The showroom.
That I send you back to Wolfram and Hart, gentlemen. In a manner of speaking.
Bloody hell, Alfred's got skills. Wow.
A spoon? That's just... Well,
Great.
okay, that's more.
Been 100 years trying to come to terms with infinite remorse. You spent 3 weeks moaning in a basement, and then you were fine. What's fair about that?
Are you getting blurry or is it...
Oh, there he is again. It's just interesting with the whole differences between him getting a soul, Spike getting a soul.
Open.
Oh, your body shops.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Bloody hell. Okay, this is great with no backup.
I eat the dead for breakfast, son. And you're just another Play-Doh.
You might want to
Bacon and
change up your
eggs.
breakfast appetite, buddy, just saying. Oh,
A ghost, huh?
It's over to a very motivated contact we have at the IRS. 5 minutes from now, you'll have nothing but this house. Oh, 10 minutes from now, that'll go into foreclosure.
oh shit!
You can't do that.
I'll let myself out.
It's not legal. You think you can get away with
I'll
that?
make it legal.
I'll sue you to hell.
Good luck. We're your lawyers.
Put your destiny back in your own flesh and bone hands. That's right. A corporeal body. I can make that happen.
I wouldn't trust this guy with my last
I need
remaining
you to do
sock.
something for me. Something that might require...
Hurt Angel? That it? You want me to hurt Angel?
Ah, shit.
You've come to the right ghost.
Talk. But I guess a leopard can't change his stripes.
Spots, you dink. Leopards have spots.
Excuse me, Mr. Brainy. Thank you so much for sharing. Wow. What a breakthrough.
Lordy.
Good. Invulnerable to anything, but the magic that's protecting it doesn't work on hallowed ground.
Hello. Like a church?
Or cemetery, yes. It has to be taken there and destroyed.
Destroyed how?
I think a sharp blow would probably do the trick.
It was something simple.
Angel, what do you think?
I mean, Spike's in the in-between state that Spike's in is kind of torture, really.
I can't live like this, Angel. Being useless. Being nothing. I want it to end.
It's suffering for him, really. And this is it, you need his opinion, and... I'm glad that Spike has chosen to stick it to that creep. Oh no.
Dead your eyes! Just because I say so.
Ainsley.
Vampires should think twice before messing with a man who wields power over all things lifeless.
Spike, why did you lull him in?
when you reverse the seizure of my personal assets and reinstate the Internment Acquisitions Department.
And why would I do that?
Not you. Me.
Spike and Angel. Yeah.
And to think I didn't.
What a middle finger
Come on, Angel.
with their dynamic.
What choice did I have? Yours very truly will be running the show.
This is not gonna go according to the plan.
Everyone I deserve will be mine.
And maybe I'll have a go with that Fred. She looks like a goer.
Spike!
And she seems to really look up to you.
Shut up.
You know
Come
what?
on, Spike.
You're right.
Are you
Spike.
fine? No. No!
Oh no. Oh no. Was
Touch
this...
you now, Hainsley.
So what, is Spike technically fighting with Angel? The scuffle we wanted to see? Oh!
Oh, bollocks.
Got ahead of himself there.
I was just getting warmed up.
That was you hitting me? The wait for body transfers? Our trap fell into place.
Bit reckless.
Good on Spike,
Well,
see?
Spike's gonna be sticking around. It'd be prudent of him to share his plans with the rest of us in future.
I'm glad that
Well,
Spike
sharing is
was
not
on our
something Spike
side
does
and
very
used him like a fiddle.
Reach into the horse's mouth.
Would have been disappointed otherwise.
Don't want to go. But it's like the ground underneath me is splitting open. And my legs are straddling both sides of this bloody big chasm,
From beneath you a bit devours.
pulling me in.
Is that what's happening when you keep vanishing?
It's a fight.
Full of fire and torment. And it's happening. And I'm terrified.
There's gotta be a way. There has to be a way to preserve him.
Help me.
Oh man. There's gotta be a way. Like, I really thought that this episode would have, like, I don't know. As soon as we learned, well, as soon as the whole incorporeal aspect, I guess, was a huge prevalent, and, you know, you had that, that guy who was, who, like, I thought that would have been leeway, if anything. But now there is this case that Spike is in a fighting battle, really. And there needs to be some kind of way to retain his, like, physical essence, in a sense. There will be a way. I'm sure of it. How we're gonna find that is beyond me, but I really love that moment where he just comes to Fred and pleads for help. But I really love the focus on Spike in this episode, and just everything that came about. It's so great. So yeah, season 5 is continuing to slay it. It was really, really great to have a discovery about how Spike was able to appear, not in the physical form though. So I kind of like how there is that kind of consequence to, there's still that consequence to him coming back. It's not like they have cheapened his sacrifice in Chosen, and that there seems to be a bit of a plot going on. I do have a kind of a theory going on. I don't know. Maybe Spike is going to fulfill the Shanshu prophecy. Especially if he's incorporeal, then maybe the end game for him is to become human. I'm not sure, but I mean, I've always said that prophecies are tricky little buggers, and I feel with Spike being incorporeal, he could benefit from that. I'm not sure, but we'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, I really loved this episode. It was a nice blend of entertainment, and there was a bleak atmosphere as well, to be fair. So yeah, but just seeing the interactions from Angel and Spike was just so amazing. Not just that though, but I am kind of glad. I can't say kinda, I am totally glad that they didn't do Spike dirty in terms of character development and have him be evil and whatnot, and have him work for that necromancer, because and instead he was just playing him like a damn fiddle, because that would have really been a disaster in terms of his character development that he's had with Buffy, especially with him acquiring the soul. And if anything, it was just exploring the antagonistic relationship between Angel and Spike, which it's still going to be there. Obviously, Spike has changed since the last time we saw him on Angel, but there is still going to be that vibe where they're just going to be at each other's throats and bickering and whatnot. But I do like the idea that maybe we could have a moment where we could have moments in this season where Angel and Spike will go deep, and this will they won't be at each other's throats all of the time. With the fact that Spike has a soul now, there might be a bit more of that layered aspect between the pair where they can both be reflective and they can both see eye to eye, etc. And yeah, with the fact that he has a soul now, you can see the idea that they might have development between the pair rather than them just bickering for the next 20 odd episodes. Well, 20 episodes, should I say. So just jokes there. Hydrate, folks, it's important. I can see that happening between the pair, because I think that there is going to be, especially when they were talking about how fair it was, about how they acquired their soul. Angel saying, I never sought to get a soul, and I lived with this for a long while. You spent 3 weeks in the basement. I can see moments like that being a foundation for them to be a bit more closer, and aside from bickering, because I feel like there's going to be that banterous relationship between the pair, especially knowing Spike and how he can be pretty witty at times. I can see them two seeing eye to eye and having deep moments throughout the season. So that is something that I can definitely envision where we'll go at certain points this season, especially with Spike being very, very upset regarding where he is at the minute. And I gotta say, that moment with Fred at the very end was really, really amazing. Like, I really loved how he was able to know what Fred was all about. It was really, really nice. Like, he doesn't even know Fred for like 5 minutes, but he's able to tell that if anyone's gonna be able to help him out with his sticky situation, it's gonna be Fred. So I love that. But there was also that comforting aspect, and my heart really bled for Spike, because this was his hell. Like, it tortures him being in this situation. And I do feel like they're not going to drag this out for the next 20 episodes, because Spike is pretty is pretty physical when it comes to, confrontations and whatnot, and it's not going to be he's not going to get the opportunity to possess. I mean, he could do, but I do feel like we're going to have, like with James Masters, he's going to get physical, like he has done all of his time when it comes to Buffy and whatnot. So it would be a bit of a missing dynamic if you had this for the for the main portion of the season, throughout the entirety of the season, should I say. So I feel like they will resolve it at some point, maybe episode 9 time, I don't know. But I do feel like they're not going to drag this out entirely, especially if they introduced Spike essentially in episode 2. So, like, if he was introduced in episode 9, for example, then maybe I could see them dragging this out until episode 22, but I don't think it's going to be the case. I feel like there's going to be a solution to Spike's incorporeal state soon, and then we're going to see Spike team up with Angel and Co. and get into the physical elements and whatnot. So, but I do like the idea that they are discovering the dynamic of there are consequences to Spike appearing again. That should have been the finish line. So. Yeah, but it was really, really great. Like I said, I'm glad that they didn't undo his character development with him and Angel forming this plan to get the advantage on the necromancer, because that would have hurt so much, especially with the fact that Spike's had so much development in Buffy, and you don't want that undone. You don't want the writing to have Spike be an alien, if anything, in terms of character development, because the idea that Spike and Angel formed a plan to take down the necromancer by Spike, especially with him, threatening Fred as well. I like how they sold that, and they just sold everything from the grave situation to Fred, to just everything. So I'm glad. And yeah, Spike in when Angel was sleeping, was pretty honest about the plan, that he wasn't going to take the necromancer's offer. And of course he betrayed Angel, but it was all part of the plan to lull in the necromancer. So yeah. So I am glad that they didn't undo anything, and it was just Spike playing a tactical game, Spike and Angel playing a tactical game, especially with how dangerous this necromancer was. He was able to get a hold on Angel, literally. So they had to be very, very calculated about how they were going to handle this necromancer, and calculated they were. So I'm really glad that the whole thing played out. And, it got Angel and Spike to be on a level ground, even though they're going to have moments throughout the season where they're just going to be wanting to throttle each other. So, yeah, but it was really, really great. There was really nice moments with Angel and Spike, even if things got a bit hairy, especially with the soul talk about how it wasn't fair. And I've made differences on Buffy before about how Spike and Angel operate differently when it comes to having a soul, where Spike has that acceptance that the past is the past and he can't really do anything about it, whereas Angel looks to atone for the past. So I really like how they are continuing this this dynamic, should I say, about how different Spike and Angel are in terms of how they're handling the soul situation. Spike, he fought for a soul for Buffy. And as Angel put it, he spent 3 weeks in the basement, whereas Angel spent a very, very long time trying to come to terms with this, and he didn't even ask for it. So, again, I am really liking the differences in terms of how both Spike and Angel operate with the soul. So, yeah, but it was really sad seeing Spike's situation. This is hell for him, really, but he is constantly he's constantly being attempted to be dragged down there, really. But there was a nice moment of reflection where he's like, I'm not going to go where the heroes go. And he's trying to do his best to be on the right side of history. But again, going back to how Angel sees the past and how Spike sees the past, I think Spike more so. It's not more so about Spike feeling like after everything he's done in Chosen that it's unfair. He knows what he's done in the past, but he's just worried. He even says, "I don't want to go." So he still wants to have a lot more of a fight in this. So yeah. But it will be, I'm hoping Fred will be able to conjure some kind of miracle for Spike soon. We'll just have to wait and see, but yeah. So yeah, but it's just a very sad situation with his incorporeal state, really. And he's just in a vulnerable place. And not just that, though, but he's with what he had on offer, he's seeing Angel live this life of fanciness and whatnot. And not just that, though, but I am really liking the idea that Spike is going to, he's going to question Spike. He's going to question Angel, should I say. And yeah, like it's going to be a matter of, are you sure you really want to do this? Spike, like I even made a mention, Spike is probably going to be questioning how far Angel Investigations are willing to go in terms of their morality, because we know in the last episode some battles are going to have to be subsided for the war to win, and Spike is going to be the one person, if anything, who's going to be questioning this. And there was a brief moment in this episode where Spike is not really feeling on board with what Angel and Co are doing, and is questioning where Angel stands right now. So I am really glad that they got to that very, very quickly. So yeah, but not just that though, but I am also really, really glad that we're getting a bit of Buffy as well. Even though the show's ended, we're finding out Buffy's, chilling on a vacation in Europe, so all well and good. So, but yeah, really great episode. Like I said, the dynamic with Angel and Spike was great. There was even a bit of dynamic with Spike and Harmony, of course, going back to season 4 of Angel and 5. I'd say primarily 5, should I say. But yeah, it was season 4 of Angel, season 4 Buffy, should I say, and season 5. But yeah, we had a bit of Harmony and Spike dynamic, which is always a blessing to see. So, but it's going to be, it's very, very eerie as well, considering how different Spike again is now that he has a soul, to when he was last with Harmony, when he didn't have a soul, of course, and he was a bit more of a jerk then. So, yeah, and that's, using that term very, very lightly, isn't it? So, yeah, I really, really thought that the whole necromancer, Hainsley, yeah, his name was, yeah, he was very, very sinister. I really loved the incorporation of the necromancer, how he was able to have a control of Angel, and just the whole dynamic with Hainsley. He was a very, very sinister, but I also really loved how he served the idea of where Spike stood in terms of, is he back to his old ways, which I'm glad that he wasn't. Like I said, character development would be thrown out the window if that was the case, but yeah, I'm really glad that he proved to Angel that Spike would be on his side rather than the evil necromancer. So yeah, and like there was even an opportunity, like it's great though, because there was that opportunity that Spike could have inhabited Angel's body, but Spike doesn't play that way anymore, and he's fighting for the greater good, really. So yeah, but it was very, very sinister, and I really, really loved the idea of course, this is going to be, of course, another trying battle for Angel taking control of Wolfram and Hart, especially with Wolfram and Hart serving Hainsley dead bodies and whatnot, where he can do his mojo, putting demons into it. And I love how the IRS were involved in terms of trying to shut that party down. So, brilliant stuff. But yeah, it was a really great episode. It was really great to have a bit of development with Gunn as well. He's not just got lore info inside his noggin. It was demon info as well. So I'm still worried about how his mind is going to, like, I feel like there's going to be this is not going to be like, hey, you're going to have lore info, your mind's getting expanded with demon info, no consequences whatsoever, right? There's going to be some kind of corruption to Gunn. I just feel it in my gut. So, like, it's great that his CPU, as I call the brain usually, because it essentially is, but his CPU is getting a bit more of an upgrade in terms of knowledge and whatnot, but there's consequences to this. So, yeah. There's never going to be a thing that's introduced that seems too good to be true. There's going to be some kind of consequence to this. So I just worry for Gunn. I might be wrong, but you're not going to get this benefit without some kind of consequence. So yeah, but it's great to have that involved. But yeah, it was a really, really great episode. Season 5's continuing. I've got to say, I'm really enjoying these first 2 episodes more so than the first 2 episodes of Angel season 4. Not to roast season 4 of Angel by any means, but I feel like compared to where I started with Angel season 4, I'm feeling a bit more of a I don't know. I feel like this is standing out a lot more than the first 2 episodes of season 4. But, things could just go down the toilet with this season. So it's too early to, of course, make an assumption about how well the season is going at the minute. But I am really enjoying the start up to season 5 of Angel at the minute. So all is well and rosy. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!